Hello, this is Paul Emery, founder and creator of QEPR, which is Quantum Emotional Physical Release. It's just a quick video to tell you a few of the things that we'll be covering on my 2-day practitioner course. So we'll be covering some energy medicine. In fact, I created a class based on energy medicine and a few other different techniques which I incorporate into this class called Emergizes. And I'll be demonstrating and showing you how to test energy flow, test other people's energy flow, so you can get someone to test your energy flow, make sure it's flowing in the right direction. Okay, how to clear your mind, get more focus, more concentration, strengthen your energy, strengthen your immune system, improve your kidneys, your liver, your spleen, various different organs. Make sure your energy is crossing over from one side to the other. So basically, we all get tired and you can have your cup of coffee, but if your energy is not flowing strongly and in the right direction, there's some natural things that you can do to improve your energy. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and also make sure it's crossing over from side to side. So it's all very well keeping it strong, moving forward, which helps you go forward in life and helps with procrastination and gets you focused on where you want to go, and overcome tiredness, of course. Your energy has also got to cross from side to side. I'll be covering different methods, ways to improve your lymphatic system and your circulation, how to relieve aches and pains, all with this kind of Emergizes energy medicine before we go into something else. So simple techniques, how to reduce overwhelm and stress, how to kind of bring your energy down and to combat overwhelm, again with energy medicine, Emergizes, how to relax your mind when you're looking at things, how to gain more space in your mind, in your head, just to be able so you can look at things in a bit more kind of relaxed and more spacious way. And we're going to be doing different things with the body, helping to seal in your own energy and balance your meridian energy system, how to gain more confidence and lower your cortisol and adrenaline, all with energy medicine. I'll be talking about QEPR, what exactly QEPR is and how it was founded. And then we'll be going into, on the first day, the amazing havening techniques. Havening techniques is a game changer in psychology, probably discovered maybe 15 years or so ago by Dr. Ronald Rudin from the United States, who I trained with. I flew to America to train in havening techniques, so I'll be passing this on to you. You don't have to fly to America or to England to study this. And it's based on neuroscience, based on brain science, it's based on touch. It was actually derived from EFT. He was introduced to by a colleague of mine, Paul McKenna. He was introduced to the tapping, and he's been a neuroscientist, wanting to know what's going on in the brain. And so he studied what touch does and how it reacts in the brain chemically. So havening is based on neuroscience. It's amazing, it's fantastic. I love it, and I probably do it most of the time now, even though I'm trained in lots of different modalities. It's good that it's so easy and simple. The science is quite difficult and technical, and I won't be going into too much of that in the course because it's not a havening certified practitioner course. It's just a QEPR course. I'll be touching on the science, of course. You can look into it as much as you like in a later date, and I'll answer as many questions as I possibly can on the havening. But basically, it's an overview of the science, and then, of course, more importantly for us as practitioners is how to do it, how to help other people, how to help yourselves. PTSD, trauma. I've worked with so many different things, panic attacks and anxiety and stress and worry. And the good thing is about havening, it's soft, it's gentle. Unlike EFT and TFT, while you're thinking about the problem while you're applying the technique, with havening, you don't think about the problem. We're talking about something else, something nice, something pleasant, something gentle. And while the technique is actually doing its work, it's an amazing technique, and I'll tell you more about it on the course. I hope you love it. I think you will. So that's havening, how to do it yourself, how to do it on other people, the different techniques. Of course, I'll be doing demos, and you'll be doing lots of group practice as much as you like. Okay. So the content of the course actually is about what you want to get from it. So as the course moves on, if you want more practice time or doing something, then we're going to allocate more time to that. I have a structure, but we don't have to cover every single little detail that I've got outlined. I'd rather you kind of be more thorough in learning whatever it is you're more focused on. So if you want more time doing the havening, or the Emergizes, the energy medicine, we're going to do that, and we can always come back to it, of course, at a later date. So that's the havening, day one. Also, we're going to be doing something which I've called heart focus energy breathing. It's how to breathe, how to focus on the heart, create positive emotions, but also to balance your energy whilst you're doing that. And you can I like combining different techniques. Right? It's just not like doing one thing. I like to try and mix and match. So the breathing is fantastic, as you know, different breathing techniques. But we're going to do a heart focus breathing, combine it with different elements that are the energy balancing elements. So we're going to build on not only the breathing, feeling calm, relaxed. It's amazing. Lots of my clients love it. Balance your autonomic nervous system, your heart rate variability helps you sleep better, lower stress. It can be done anywhere, anytime. It's a fantastic simple technique. In day one, we're going to end with, I always like to do some bonus techniques. I call them bonuses because they're fairly quick and simple, but they also can be very powerful and effective. You've got the havening, the tapping, all these other things we're going to do. But one of these little kind of bonus techniques, I call them, you can use them on yourself or your client, and whatever the issue is, can go in minutes. I mean, they're really amazing. And again, I had to travel to England, to study these different techniques. A lot of the time and effort has gone into studying these things, and I'd like to incorporate all I can onto this course. So they're simple touch kind of things you can do with your physiology, which can stop anger, sometimes within seconds. Doesn't matter how long you've had it for, or some stress or anxiety or worry. And there are things you can do with your hands as well, which can virtually instantly stop panic and anxiety and worry. And again, it's often within minutes. So, you maybe not have to do all the tapping or the havening or other things. You just can do these techniques. And the client says, well, it's gone, I feel better. Or you can do it on yourself. So I love those techniques, what I call bonus techniques. And then on day two, I'm going to be introducing you to tapping. Some of you may know already about the tapping. You might have studied EFT or some other things. Well, I'm a trainer in EFT, but I also studied with Dr. Roger Callahan, and I studied with Gary Craig, the original, which is TFT, thought field therapy. So I will be teaching you TFT, thought field therapy, the very simple algorithm, so you don't have to tap all the points. Again, I'll go into it more on the course, but it's more elegant in my opinion. I still use EFT, but sometimes TFT, just 2 points is enough, 2 or 3 points, and the issue is reduced or eliminated. So the TFT algorithms, which are simpler than a lot of people realize, I'll be teaching you that and various other points and what the meridian points, what they're associated with, what organs are associated, what emotions they're associated with, if they have any emotions, and the physiological benefits. And going through the tapping and some other kind of tips and tricks that I have regarding the tapping as well, to cover lots of different areas, physical as well as emotional. And I can also teach you, I have 4 QEPR points, which are kind of extra points as well. So sometimes, I originally trained in EFT, as I said, and partly with Gary Craig. Sometimes it doesn't work. It has a reputed success rate of about 85%. I wasn't happy with that. I wanted to know what the 15% was, why it didn't work. So I went and studied with Dr. Roger Callan at TFT. And there are things that you can do when it doesn't seem to be working. When it sticks, or you can do the tapping and is not working as quickly as it should be. There are things to help you overcome obstacles, so you can push your success rate up to about 98%, which is what mine is. Now, of course, nothing works for everybody all of the time, we know that. But if you can improve your success rate by just adding something, drink water and all those kind of things, but there are other little simple things that Dr. Callahan taught me, which if it's stuck or it's not moving, then you can just apply these different kind of techniques and tips. So I will go into that as well, and a little bit about addictions, and then I will go and depends on the time, of course. I have some cool NLP kind of techniques. Some of you know of NLP, you might work with NLP, I don't know, but these are some of my favorite parts of NLP, and I keep things as simple as I can for my clients. And so if I can pass these on to you, what I consider the best parts of NLP, how to reverse a feeling and neutralize it, or how to speed up a feeling and increase a feeling, so you can increase motivation and decrease the feeling of sadness or something else like that by just working with actually just the feeling. And we're going to be working with something called submodalities, if you know about submodalities, and anchoring, how to increase positivity or calmness or peace by anchoring some part of your body, and how to optimize your creativity, how to view yourself in a different way and change behaviors by some special kind of visualization techniques. And NLP is a vast field, as you know, but I mean, these are some of the techniques that I use with my clients most often. Like, there's a repulsion anchor, so if they want to stop eating chocolate, or if they don't want to stop smoking or drinking, then there's something called what I call a repulsion anchor, which you can kind of anchor a repulsion to a cigarette or to chocolate or whatever else it might be. And so, you know, whatever the time permits, there's lots of NLP techniques and tips and tricks that I can show you if we have time. And again, on the end of the last day, there's going to be some more bonus techniques, I call them, especially for depression. There's some very quick and easy things which I've used with my clients, and sometimes it just knocks out depression or sadness virtually in an instant. And so they're very useful. And again, you can just try them, right? You can always go back to the TFT or the EFT or the Havening or whatever. But you know, some of these things are just very elegant, and you can just give them to your client as well. So it's very empowering. Self-empowering. And so the course, of course, it comes with a manual, and I've already set up a Facebook group which you can join. You'll have access to a video course which I created, and it is specifically for pain relief. It's called Freedom from Pain Today, but it covers a lot of the techniques we'll be using, the TFT and the Havening and a little bit of the NLP. So you know, I'll give you free access to that. I normally charge a lot for that. And so you better use that. And yeah, we'll always be able to keep in touch, of course. And you know, it won't be just goodbye. So if you have any questions in the future, then I'll be more than happy to help. Okay, so that's about it. If you have any questions, then email me at paul@quantumepr.com. And look forward to seeing you on my next course. Okay, take care. Goodbye.